talk that. Roll by the car lot when bought it. Call case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live that they rapping back, carrying them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up the zeros. Certified neighborhood heroes. You can try one of those. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. High formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Being chased out left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And this is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Down! Blue 80! 637!
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Allen has it left side. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Later 2. Express. Down. Blue 80.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. throw on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Carr. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Mariota. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. The pitch goes to Barkley. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Way to be here, baby! Oh, got him! Got him!
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
A handoff to Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's go, let's
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Get set. 185.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Get down, get down. You waiting?
Throwing on first down is Carr. Room to run past midfield. Wide open receiver complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, this is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
To throw on second down. Carr. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brian Robinson able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Good job.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mariota now on second down. Steps away to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And some space here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Now Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run for it with Barkley. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
First down, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Forbath to add the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken very short. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And throw right side complete to Parker. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, it's Barkley. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for New York. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mariota. Flushed out right. Staying on his feet, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, 7:34.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
7:34.
Shotgun now for Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Three down. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Easy. 57. Mike, 57.
Now a handoff to Richard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Alert. 3 down.
Throwing is Mariota. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Carr now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Aguilar has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. On 1st down, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now they try the right side here. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice little juke. And a broken tackle could not free him.
Let's go.
Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Barkley, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Forbath out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
29. 24.
From the gun, it's Carr. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Carr now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Carr, and they can't bring him down. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they'll run it on the toss. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And they'll go with the ground attack here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Bears on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now a handoff working right. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Shane Leckler now, standing just outside his own goal line. Take it at the 37. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Bears, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground, frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler the law. Frontin' like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef, I'm shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, so, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big red like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. No, it ain't, no, it. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, Fiji water on the chain. Get no love where I'm from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some raps in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got this picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never look luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with the 2 dot team, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, do my tag on, I got it in the bag, man, getting all type of cash, I'm a general too, I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that, I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the, I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up, it was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it, I made me some raps in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture,
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new day alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that, I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the, I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up, it was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it, I made me some raps in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium,